Have you ever wondered what would be a better option when looking for a new car? Look no further. I've compiled enough evidence and information to give you the right answer to the question. The decision between buying and leasing a car has always been a difficult one. But today I'm going to let you know just what that answer is and why I decided that. Leasing a car works, but it also has its drawbacks. When you lease a car, you have lower payments, so you don't actually have to pay near as much money to drive the car. But the drawbacks there is that you don't have any real attachment to the car and your money doesn't go towards a principal or investment of any sort. You have a fixed term agreement, which means you're able to know there are no hidden fees and exactly how long you will have the vehicle for, which could also be a drawback because if you want to get out of that car and into a different one, there are normally pretty high penalties to break the lease. I will say there is one good thing that comes out of leasing a car, and that is you have lower repair costs than when you buy a car. Because in most leases, oil changes, tire rotations, and other basic maintenance is included. If you don't have great credit, leasing might be an option, but not a smart one. When leasing a car, normally you don't have to get approved for a loan or have to pay a bunch of interest because leasing companies normally aren't as strict as lenders on a loan. But you also can't build on your credit through a lease because of the same reason. You also can't customize your vehicle in any way, which to me weighs pretty heavily. The bad stuff of leasing, I feel like, definitely outweighs the good stuff because there is a lot more of the bad things and things you can't do when you have a lease car. Buying a car, although it's expensive, is well worth it in the long term. When you're buying a car, you can customize the car however you want. Change the rims, the brakes, add stickers, put it on big tires, and the list goes on and on for the options you can do. You also have the option to pay the car off so you can end those payments and not have to worry about the bank coming to get it. You own the car and you can do whatever it is you wish and don't have to worry about paying anything else. You have the option to get rid of the vehicle at any time to either make money or just simply get a different vehicle and start the process over. Repair costs after the warranty expires are a big expense you might have to worry about when buying. But that is just one of the sacrifices you are going to have to make when buying. Higher monthly note payments compared to a lease car and more money you have to put down to walk out with the car is another factor that might throw you off the sense of buying a new car. But if you want to actually try and prepare yourself for the future, this shouldn't matter. One more major factor you have to think about is once you buy a car, the value of the vehicle depreciates the moment the vehicle leaves the dealership. But like I said earlier, you don't have to worry about that because the car doesn't depreciate enough to overlook the cons of leasing a car. If you're looking for a new vehicle, you should look into both, but if you want to look out for the future, you buy the car. Leasing can be an option if buying is not in the budget, but buying a vehicle will help you in the long run. Even though both of these options have pros and cons, let's repeat what some of the pros and cons for each. Leasing a car, you have lower monthly payments. You can upgrade to the newest model every couple of years. Now the cons. You will be making payments for life, and a leasing contract is difficult and expensive to break. Now for buying a car, the pros are you can pay off your loan at any time, and you also have the freedom to sell the car whenever you want. As for the cons, buying a car requires more money up front and the car value normally depreciates immediately. After that is said and done, you don't have to wonder anymore. I answered the question for you. Thank you to Popular Mechanics, Consumer Reports, The Balance, and Good Financial Sense for helping me out with this information so I could tell you all about the right way to get a new car.